Hi, I'm Jeff Pops from Hidden Path Entertainment, and you're watching Eurogamer.
What's up guys, Ian from Eurogamer here again. Now, the original Defense Grid received glowing reviews, with many considering it to be the best tower defense game that you could play. It's not surprising then that when Hidden Path Entertainment launched a Kickstarter fund to develop a sequel, its $250,000 goal was easily reached. With Defense Grid 2 now in full development, I caught up with Jeff Pobst, founder of Hidden Path Entertainment, who talked me through all the new additions to this sequel and shared with me some exclusive pre-alpha gameplay footage.
I see how this works. Our towers get a boost in height and abilities.
Defense Grid 2 is the next evolution in tower defense. The original Defense Grid was considered the premium tower defense game. We tried to make a really balanced experience where players could jump in, see these puzzles where they build towers, aliens are coming in, they're protecting their cores from getting stolen. And in doing so, they got to create and build these special levels and progress through the levels and have a lot of fun. And that was 5 years ago we released the first Defense Grid, and now here we are, we're ready to do Defense Grid 2 to bring a lot of new things to the table. The two biggest things are multiplayer and user-created levels. One of the things we did in the first game was introduce a story of a character who was an old general who got uploaded to be a new AI. His name is Fletcher, and he became kind of a friendly father figure to the player throughout the different arc as he kind of lost and regained his memories, and we kind of learned more about what had happened in the past. In this new game, we're on a journey with Fletcher and with some other characters that we've run into to try and figure out what's going on with the aliens and see if they've gone to other human colonies and if we can stop them from spreading. One of the things we're really excited about with Defense Grid 2 is being able to bring dynamic elements to levels. We'll have sections add to your level, mid-level. We'll give players options to reroute players to different parts of levels, turn sections of levels on or off, and really make the level change and make it interesting to be able to solve how the level is played. So one of the things we've introduced in Defense Grid 2 is the Boost Tower. It lets us block a spot very inexpensively so we can more efficiently path aliens, but it also allows us to better balance certain towers that we made less expensive for easier pathing in the first game. So the gun tower is fairly capable, but gets a little more expensive in this game. The cool thing, though, about a boost tower taking up a spot and causing the aliens to path around it is that you can still build a tower on top of the boost tower and upgrade it as you would normally, and then the boost tower adds an extra upgrade that gives it a very special ability at a higher cost. So in Defense Grid, we run into all sorts of different kinds of alien invaders. One of the new aliens we're showing now is an alien we call the Rhino. It charges and moves very quickly along straight lines, but has to slow down substantially when it hits a curve. It really gives you a benefit for the way you cleverly path the aliens, but also can disrupt certain pathways if you have long straightaways. One of the things we heard from Defense Grid players is that there were a lot of different players who wanted to play the game a lot of different ways. And so to address that, we started coming up with the idea of being able to customize tower behaviors and the overall global experience by having item drops that players can get as they play and then be able to use to customize those towers, and a command team that has characters that'll add to the story, talk with them during the levels, but also bring in special weapons or special capabilities, and the players can kind of choose between which characters and which abilities or which tower items to use before they go into a mission. So we have a completely in-house engine, we call it the Hidden Worlds engine, and it opens up all sorts of capabilities for us. We can have larger levels, we have much more graphic fidelity, we have the ability to have dynamic lights and fog and visual effects, and we're just starting to take advantage of those now. We expect to have a really beautiful, immersive game that's also very performant for a large number of PCs and perhaps later consoles. With the new engine, we can really let players be able to edit and create levels and share those levels. The game will import levels made by players, but we're also going to take an opportunity to allow players to submit to Steam Workshop. We'll evaluate the best ones, and we'll allow those to go on sale on the in-game store, and players who made those levels will actually receive a royalty on those sales. We're hoping that the people who make the very best maps are very well rewarded. So in Defense Grid, aliens are invading your planet, and they're after these things we call power cores. And they come into your level, and they work their way to the power cores, grab them, and then exit. Sometimes the aliens will exit the same way they came in, but other times the exit will be completely different. So the way you set up your level and where you put your towers matters a lot. So one of the cool things is while an alien's carrying a core, if it gets killed while carrying it, it drops it. The core slowly floats back to its housing, but meanwhile can be picked up by another alien. That alien might get killed, it drops the core, then another alien picks it up, and we call that the handoff. You can watch the core run towards the center as it just moves from alien to alien. It can be very emotionally frightening as you play the game. We're really excited about multiplayer. We're going to have both cooperative and competitive modes. In cooperative, a lot of people have been requesting the ability to play with a friend, share resources, maybe a child-parent relationship, and be able to just play the game together. But we also have fans who are really interested in competitively playing. Right now, they compete for the highest scores in the leaderboards. But when we think of competitive play, we really think that one player's play has an impact on the other player as well. So the first mode we're going to show is, we call it DG Fighter mode. If you kill an alien on your level, it appears where it died at full strength and even a little stronger on your opponent's level. And the aliens keep bouncing back and forth until you can't hold them back anymore, and one of the players ends up only having cores remaining while the other loses all their cores. So we're looking at launching Defense Grid in the first half of next year. We're going to have a beta that will open it up to let people test the game and try out different features that we're doing in November of this year, and we're really excited about it.
There you go, Tower Defense fans. Everything you could possibly want to know about Defense Grid 2 in one neat little exclusive gameplay-filled package. Lovely. Remember, we have loads more exclusive content coming up on the channel, so please do subscribe to us by clicking on that on-screen annotation. Goodbye!